If you've ever felt guilty or stressed out trying to follow a budget, I want you to hear this. It's not your fault. You've been sold a lie. That lie is the 50-30-20 rule, and for most people starting out, it's a financial death trap designed to make you fail. We've all been there. You download a budgeting app, determined to get your finances in order. You punch in your rent, your daily latte, and that streaming bundle you barely watch. The app chirps, try 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. You think, great, problem solved. Until the end of the month when your car insurance hits and a friend's wedding gets announced and that 20% for savings evaporates. If that's your financial reality, you're in the right place. Because that rule isn't your life raft, it's an anchor disguised as a pool float. Today, I'm showing you a beginner-proof system that actually builds your savings and gets real money invested. No six-figure salary required. Think about this. Multiple reports from Lending Club show that around 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Yet, every finance blog and well-meaning relative parrots the same 50-30-20 chart. Let me be blunt. If that formula actually worked, would so many of us feel completely broke just days after getting paid? The math is outdated, the categories are flimsy, and let's be honest, most beginners just end up guilt spending their fun 30% anyway, only to feel worse later. Are you ready to ditch the fantasy budget for a money plan that fits your real life? Good. We're about to build a system that saves you your first $100 before you can even miss it. Let's break down why this rule, despite its neat packaging, just doesn't work. First, it assumes your biggest costs are flexible. Newsflash, they're not. In most major cities, rent alone can consume 40% of your take-home pay before you have even bought toilet paper or food. Second, the rule completely ignores variable income. If you work 20 hours one week and 35 the next, how can you consistently split hairs between needs and wants when your paycheck is always changing? Third, that 20% for savings feels heroic until a real emergency, a flat tire, a surprise medical bill, forces you to raid the very fund you just created. It's a vicious cycle of saving and spending. Finally, the categories themselves are moral landmines. This constant feeling of failing your budget is precisely why most people abandon budgeting entirely. It's not you, it's the system. Let's get real and picture Maya, a new grad earning $38,000 at her first marketing job. After taxes, she nets about $2,800 a month. Her rent and utilities alone chew through by $300, a whopping 46% right off the top. That neat 50% cap for needs, already gone. But there's more. She has a $400 student loan payment, $250 for her car, and another $100 for insurance. Add in groceries, her phone bill and gas, and she's at $2,000 in fixed costs. That leaves her with just $800. The 50-30-20 rule says she can spend $840 on wants, but also needs, to save $560. Do you see the problem? The numbers literally do not add up. What does Maya do? She swipes her card now and stresses about it later. It's not a failure of willpower, it's a failure of the system. So what's the fix? Instead of wrestling with percentages, let's simplify. Split your money into 3 distinct accounts: bills, flex, and future. Your bills account is only for non-negotiables: rent, insurance, minimum debt payments. Next, your future account is for savings and investing, and here's the crucial part. It gets auto-drafted the morning you get paid. No exceptions. Finally, your flex account is for everything else, your guilt-free spending money for lattes, tacos, and concert tickets. The key is in the order. You fund your bills and future before your flex. That way, any money left over is truly yours to enjoy without derailing your bigger goals. Okay, let's set up your numbers. Step 1. List every single monthly bill. For annual bills like car registration, divide by 12 and round up. That grand total is the target for your bills account. Step 2. Now for your future contribution. Pick a starter amount you genuinely won't feel. Maybe it's $50, maybe it's $20, or even just $10. The number itself is less important than the habit. Schedule an automatic transfer for this amount to a separate savings or investment account, timed for every payday. Step 3. Whatever remains after bills and future are funded is your flex money. If that feels too tight, just lower your future contribution until you can comfortably cover essentials. Then, after 3 months, raise your future contribution by just $10. These painless micro-increases compound over time. Now, before you start throwing cash at index funds, there's a crucial pit stop. Your first major goal for your future money is to build a 1-month emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. Why 1 month of essential expenses? It's a small enough goal to hit quickly, which keeps you motivated, yet it's big enough to act as a real shield against high-interest credit card debt when life happens. Once that 1-month buffer is in place, then you redirect that same automatic transfer into a Roth IRA or your workplace 401k. You're not changing the habit, you're just swapping the destination of the money. All right, once your emergency fund is secure, it's time to put your money to work. For absolute beginners, open a no-fee brokerage account and buy a total market index fund like VTI or EVSROX. These funds give you instant diversification by owning a tiny piece of almost every company in the market. Then set up recurring investments. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it's a superpower for beginners because it smooths out market volatility. You automatically buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when they are high. For motivation, just $10 a week at a conservative 7% return can grow to over $7,600 in 10 years. Life happens. Your car will need a $1,000 repair, or your pet will need an emergency vet visit. When disaster strikes, here's the rule. Drain your emergency fund, not your future investments. That's what it's for. Once the crisis is over, your priority is to rebuild that fund. The beautiful thing is, the habit of automating your money stays intact. It's a financial pause, not a full stop. Once your cushion is refilled, you boost your auto transfer back to its previous level. Now for the good part, when your income grows. If you get a 3% raise, funnel the entire increase straight into your future account before lifestyle creep can claim it. The same goes for promotions, side gig cash, or tax refunds. It all goes to future. Keep doing this until your monthly investing hits a solid 20% of your take-home pay. Once you reach that sweet spot, then feel free to inflate your lifestyle a bit. But here's the golden rule. Never, ever drop below that 20% floor for your future contributions. This protects your older self. Ready to put this into action right now? Grab the free calculator linked in the description. It's designed to auto-split your paycheck using the 3-account system and will tell you exactly how long it will take to fund your 1-month emergency fund. It takes 60 seconds and costs $0. As you start, let's quickly cover some common traps. Trap 1. Chasing crypto or meme stocks before you have an emergency fund. Don't gamble with your rent money. Trap 2. Opening store credit cards for a 10% discount. That small perk often comes with a massive APR that will eat your flex money alive. Just say no. Trap 3. Comparing your financial chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10 on Instagram. Their highlight reel hides family help or just plain debt. Focus on your own progress and ignore the noise. Perhaps the most powerful shift this system offers is a complete overhaul of your financial mindset, moving from constant guilt to empowering ownership. Traditional budgeting frames every purchase as a test. The 3-account system flips that script. Your bills are handled. Your future is growing. Therefore, your flex money is guilt-free spending by design. Go ahead, Order the extra guac, splurge on that concert ticket, take that road trip. Why? Because you already paid your most important person first, your future self. The money that's left over has one job: to make your life better today. Want to see this in action with my real numbers? If you were curious to see me break down my actual paycheck every month, including the embarrassing drive-through receipts, drop a "show me" in the comments. If there's enough interest, I'll film a real-world follow-up. So there you have it. The 50-30-20 rule sounds neat, but real life is messy. For most people, it just doesn't work. Replace those rigid, frustrating percentages with the elegant simplicity of the 3-account system: bills, future, and flex. You will finally save money without feeling broke, without the guilt, and without being a financial wizard. Automate the important things, spend what's left with pride, and let compound interest quietly build your wealth while you sleep. You have the plan. Now go make it happen.